there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on 1 throw.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that 1st run.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And able to get it across the 20 before they... Get to him. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 6 yards away. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play action with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Moore, the man in motion. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. In motion right is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. In motion right is Wilson. Wilson now, throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this time he is in. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drive about to get started. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed. So they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 4.
Back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 40 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Quick throw completed by Watson. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The York on now for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And Owen coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. They find some open field here. On the move past the 40. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line. The slot man in motion right. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. There's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Steps away to his left. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A give. This is Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their block.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.